Mudgee to Canberra, eh? Oh, is that right? Mudgee to bloody Canberra. No controllers. Okay, secret squirrel it is. Gee, on the ground in Mudgee. Lovely, lovely day to be flying out of Mudgee. I don't think I've ever flown out of Mudgee in my life. YMDG instead of PMDG, YSCB, Mudgee to Canberra. I'll follow you. Okay. You can follow me. What runway are we off? Have you got any idea? You got no controllers on. One, two, three, decimal, 4, 5. Hey mate, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, I could count on you to be on the squirrel.
Runway 22.
Yeah, got that. Okay, cool.
Why? Because I'm nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's get this starting parted. 2-2. Not a lot of controllers out this way, I have to say.
They've flown with us before, they know better.
Yeah, exactly. Been flying a bit on the weekends. Sorry, I've been flying a bit on the weekends. In Europe and the UK, mainly the UK, really. And I'm tripping over all the time on just little procedural things that are different.
Yeah, I've had that problem before myself.
The one that gets me just about every time is you've got to tell them what gate you're at.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I usually forget while I'm there, but I remember that now.
Yeah, it's just not something that we seem to do here, really. But over there, when you're sort of getting airways clearance, you've got to tell them what gate you're sitting at. And when I set the sim up, I never I never look. I never even make a note of it. Not even on my radar, you know.
Can't you just say, look out your window and I'll flash my lights?
Yeah, that's right. Squawk ident. God, this is a quick flight, this one. Spend more time on the ground getting ready.
Oh yeah, I've been to Canberra and back waiting for you.
You're getting dizzy.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was so short.
No, that's all right. That's all right. It'll be a very quick hop. Be lucky to make the cruise.
Are you suggesting I shouldn't have gone 37,000?
Yeah, that's what I'm suggesting. What am I doing here? Get this up. Well, given that we got no controllers, I suppose it's not going to do any harm. I was actually just sort of slightly do things out of sequence. So, packs off, APU bleeds on, starting engine 2. We had a bit of a session in the sim yesterday, so things aren't quite where they should be, I don't think. YMDG.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Captain and the entire crew would like to welcome
Entire
you
crew.
aboard. May I kindly ask you to fasten your seatbelts now, making sure they are all tight. And for your own
Starting
safety, we
engine
recommend that you
1.
keep your seatbelts fastened during the entire flight. My name is Karen Sharp. I'm the purser on your flight today and do wish you a pleasant stay on board. You are welcome to use your own electronic equipment after takeoff when the fastened seatbelt signs above you have been switched off. The use of mobile phones is not generally permitted on board our aircraft, and therefore all mobile phones should be switched off completely at this time. Further details are available in your in-flight magazine, which you may find in the seat pocket in front of you. May we please remind you once more that you store heavy baggage under your front seats and not in the overhead compartments, as they may shift during flight. Thank you.
Too slow. Bloody hell.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Have to start that
we
again.
acquaint you now with the safety features of this aircraft.
Can't do two things at once, that's for sure.
First of all, we demonstrate how to fasten and unfasten your seatbelt. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the cabin ceiling. If that happens, pull one of the masks towards you and press the opening firmly over your nose and mouth. Then assist any children travelling with you. Your life jacket is under your seat. Please observe the following demonstration. Pull the life jacket over your head. Attach the straps to the
Try that again. Starting engine 1.
Pull
Second
the belt until
attempt.
it's tight.
Pay attention
When
this
you
time.
leave the aircraft, pull these red tabs to inflate your jacket.
Might have a
If
bit more luck
necessary,
this
use
time.
rubber tubes to inflate
Yep.
it. Should you leave the aircraft through an emergency exit over the wings, do not inflate.
We had a bit of a session in the sim yesterday. Ramel's been working on this programming, you know, and we're getting awfully, like, incredibly close to getting a few absolute milestone things working, you know.
Awesome.
Like the APU exhaust gas temperature gauge, so you can see it heat up and then get to a running temperature. The spoiler should deploy soon, and the trim wheel should be working. We're going to have 3 different speeds of trim wheel.
We are now ready for takeoff.
3.
Well, I think the real plane has that.
So if you put fuel in it, will it take off?
Just about. Yeah, I've ordered the wings.
With barbecue sauce?
Yeah, and some nuggets. Okay. Clunk, 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 clunk.
When we've done this flight and you get organised, do you want to give me a quick call?
Yeah, no worries. 1. G. Just trying to get a chart for me to taxi off, that's all. Open chart this. Taxi airport.
I remember the days when we used to finish setting up while we were taxiing to the runway.
Or in the air.
Yes.
Okay. Nearly there. So 2-2. No. I see what this is going to... This is looking like the club hotel. I've just spent all this time getting the chart ready, and the runway is just over there to your right, to your left.
Yeah, it's Mudgee.
Oh, I know, but you still got to know where it is.
What, just in case a controller asks you?
Yeah, well, that's true. Could have just taken off through that building, according to you. Notice I didn't park at the bloody fuel thing.
I still logged on and went, 100% fuel in my tanks. I might have to have a look at that.
Yeah. So basically it's just we're going to turn left and go, aren't we? Once again, this is one of those things where the chart I've got shows all the current stuff, and the scenery doesn't have a clue where all these taxiways and things are.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're taking the grass taxiway.
Well, it's on the chart. It's on the chart I'm reading. It's just not in the scenery.
Well, the chart can't be wrong, so it's awesome. I was going to do an intersection takeoff, but by the time I get off the ground, I'd probably be in Canberra.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm not sure why we're actually going into the air at all. Okay, bang, bang. Should have filed about 19,000 or 17,000.
I've got the ballistic sales route. The flight route. I'm going up ballistic, and then I'll come down again.
Okay, thrust set. 80 knots, well over 80 knots. V1, we're out of here. Tail strike, I reckon that was a tail strike there myself. Had to vote on it. Positive rate. Airspeed low, not enjoying that. Scenic little flight, this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the seatbelt fasten sign in front of you has been switched off. We also remind you that this is a non-smoking flight and smoking in the lavatories is strictly prohibited. The entire crew is wishing you a pleasant stay on board.
Here's this entire crew rubbish, Karen. I don't know, Grant, if you've seen the new look panic cam. Whoa. Handle it, Tony, handle it.
Alright, I'm coming to get you.
Righto, cool.
I'm not going to ask if we're there yet because we just might be.
Yeah, exactly. I've actually forgotten what I filed now. I filed 25. Could probably do that.
I've got 27.
Well, I saw that, and that's, I think, why I thought, hang on, that's a bit ambitious. That's why I went 25. Probably should have got 19. What goes up?
Hasn't seen a minute.
No, we'll be right. We'll be right.
It'll be my famous Canberra to Sydney and the ups and the top of climb and top of descent intersect.
Yeah, like on your navigation display, the T's are on top of each other.
Well planned.
Yeah, never been able to achieve that since, I don't think. G'day, whoever's just joined us. Doing a very, very little flight today. Very, very short flight. Mudgee to Canberra. I can see the top of climb and the top of descent on the navigation display at 40-mile range. Yeah, I'm just looking at my ND and you can see the top of descent and top of climb on the ND. That's almost your old classic Canberra thing. Exactly, mate.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I'm going to do an AVBEG 4 Golf. It's an RNAV approach for runway 35. Is 35 what you normally land on Canberra?
Of course, that depends on the weather.
Has anyone ever landed in the opposite direction?
No comment at this time.
And I meant deliberately.
Yeah, well, the only people on at the moment are Sydney Tower, and that's it. So, unless you want to check the weather in Canberra, which I'm happy to do. Hang on.
360 at 4 knots.
3.5 it is then. Yeah. Why do you want to do an RNAV when there's an ILS available? Come on.
Because I've got AVBEG as the last waypoint, and it's an AVBEG 4. I've got 4 alpha with the AirRack I've got, but it's a... Oh yeah, I could do an ILS, I suppose.
I think I'd be doing an ILS Zulu. Then you can do an AVBEG 4 alpha off for an ILS Zulu for 3.5 anyhow.
You're no fun, but yeah, alright, that'll do.
I don't know if you're watching the feed or not, but jump on and have a look at... I don't know if you've seen this new view, but I've rethought the panic cam. Instead of pointing at the pilot's terrified eyes, it's a shot straight across the MIP, so you see the yoke, you see the throttles, you see the flaps, you see the speed brake, and the landing gear lever, all from that captain side looking across the MIP.
Yeah, I mean, every time I'm on, I watch the Twitch feed. Even when I'm not flying, I watch the feed.
Yeah.
So if I'm around, so yeah, I've got it on now. I think I'm one of 2 people watching.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. But that new camera, I think that's much better than just looking at the pilot's terrified eyes. You can see what they're actually doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only thing that bothers me is that you can see me beer can and you can see me beer gut at the same time.
Yeah, but it answers the question, doesn't it? What came first, the beer or the beer gut?
Yeah, well, that's right. Exactly, that's right. Yeah, so I'm now 80 odd mile from top of descent.
Yep. Hope you've started your checklist, otherwise you're going to run out of time.
I'm just putting the ILS frequency in now. 1095 if you're interested.
I already got it, thank you. With this sort of flight, we shouldn't even turn the engines off continuous, should we?
Yeah, just about.
You didn't look up to see if yours were turned off, did you?
Yeah, I did.
I love the feed.
Well, actually, have you just overtaken me? Looks like you have.
We will start our board service in a couple of minutes.
Oh,
First,
oh, I wasn't even watching. Hang on.
you will have the opportunity to buy goods from our duty-free shop. Thank you.
It's not a worry, you're 4 mile ahead of me now, so you can go in first if you like.
Okay, I wasn't watching. I was setting up.
If you look at the feed now, you can see yourself. You just might be in there.
I am in there. I am in there.
There you go, mate. You're practically famous. You can see yourself on the feed. Your little Red Riding Hood.
Absolutely.
Pardon me. Oh, I sent an email out today, you probably got it, but about that Oz flight thing.
Yep, saw it, read it, all good.
G'day, William. How you going? I just checked Sydney Tower and it wasn't you. I was very surprised, mate. Don't worry, we'll be back at 7. Not too sure who's coming along tonight, but no matter what, we'll be back at 7 o'clock. What are your plans for tonight, William? Where are you going to be? Or are you going to be? Is it Perth Karratha? Oh, it's a spilled milk run tonight. Shit. Holy moly. Perth Tower or ground mostly. There you go. It's a spilled milk run tonight, Grant.
Yeah, I know. I'll talk to you after the flight.
Yeah, no worries. So Perth Tower or ground, most likely ground. Yeah, I wish you'd talked to me before the flight, Grant. No wonder there's no one around. But that's probably could be a long flight, that one. Oh, okay. Oh, beauty.
Just going to get a landing red before any of the controllers get on. Most likely ground. Righto, mate. Yeah, righto, William. We'll definitely see you then tonight in Perth, one way or the other. Probably, you know, again, our usual trick is usually about 7 or just a little bit after 7. So, might get our clearance from you. Now, you do know, I don't know if you were aware or not, William, if you're still there, but we're doing this event, a fundraiser event in June. I think it's 19th and 20th of June, that weekend around the 19th anyway. And we're on the hunt for people that would be interested to control for that event. So you might be a perfect candidate. We're going to try and do over 2 days, the Saturday and the Sunday of that weekend. I'm going to start at 7 a.m. on both days and go for as long as it takes. And the plan is to do every capital city in Australia and also Cairns and Alice Springs.
over the 2 days. So, you know, save the date, as they say these days. Going to step through this thing. I'll put it on the other camera for now. Oh, it's a big whoop-de-doo. Beautiful little downwind leg and a turn to final. Lovely. Downwind and a base and a final. Just what the doctor ordered. Turn that terrain off. It's starting to look scary with the terrain radar on.
I'll tell you something interesting. You're 2,000 foot below me, and you've got a 34 knot headwind, and I'm 2,000 up, and I've got a 13 mile an hour tailwind. That's why I overtook you.
Oh wow, that's tricky, isn't it?
I just wondered how I got 9 mile in front of you, and I'm just looking at the speeds. And I mean, my indicated is 325, and yours is 332. So.
Yeah, exactly. But the trouble was too, I sat on 250 knots for a hell of a long time, by mistake.
Just to let me overtake.
No, it was dead set a mistake. Sorry, William, you just got kicked. You've been timed out for 1 second for sending an interesting and informative long message. I'll put my Ban the Bot t-shirt on for later, I think. Sorry about that, mate. We can't control the stupid bot.
Ban the bot.
We can't control the stupid thing. It's out of our hands. I've tried fixing it. It doesn't work. I'm going to go get a landing gear. Put my landing gear down. Right, did I miss anything? Gee, sorry about that, William. Fair dinkum if you're still there. Unbelievable. Bloody bot. What's wrong with a long message, for God's sake? A long, greatly appreciated, informative message. Yeah, who wants them? Might reset my target altitude. Could do that. Get bored. Reset that puppy to about 14,000, I reckon. You must be on descent by now, are you?
Yep, down to I'm down to 23,000.
$17 miles from top of descent. That'll do me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on
The captain has turned on the bloody sign because the first officer isn't here.
Please do not use the lavatories anymore. Thank you.
That's why the captain has done it. Beautiful day for flying out there. Almost to Canberra. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see Goulburn now. If those of you sitting on the left-hand side of the aircraft can see Goulburn City, home of the big Merino, I think. Is the big Merino in Goulburn, or am I dreaming that up?
Well, if you just flew over it, you've missed Canberra.
No, it's out to my left at the moment, Goulburn.
Yes, it is.
But is that where the big Merino is?
Yes, it is.
Ah, thank God for that, because otherwise it's got to be the biggest motherfucking sheep I've ever seen in my life.
Are you sure it wasn't just an unshorn sheep that you were looking at?
Yeah, it could have been. Hey, when you start the feed, when you go to watch the feed, do you get a warning that says, like, you know, it contains adult content?
I haven't seen one in a while.
Okay, because it should just warn everybody.
Well, as I say, I know I used to, but I haven't seen one in a while, whether I just don't pay attention anymore.
Yeah, or maybe it's one of those tick boxes, don't bother telling me next time or something, I don't know, but because I never get it. But you should get it when you join the feed, you know. Okay, whee! On our way down.
Alright, I'm 14 from Lanyo.
Yeah, well, I'm 26 from Lanyo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
So
are now heading out
expedite your
to
vacation.
We ask that you fasten your seatbelt again
Clark.
and bring your seat in an upright position.
Yes, dear.
Don't forget to switch off all your electronic equipment now. Thank you. If you have booked
Are you happy now, Clark? She's deaf.
Please proceed to any service counter immediately after your arrival. Should you already have a boarding card, then go to one of the display boards in the airport and double check your departure gate.
Hey, just as an FYI, I must have had another glass of red and that your screen's got blurry again.
Yeah, right. That's funny.
Please feel free to ask the cabin attendants or our ground person.
Oh, dearie me. Yes, I must fix that blurry screen, mate.
I'm not going to stop drinking.
I think it's the only way to fix the blurry screen. You're talking this blurry screen. Actually, that's not a bad view now either. that one at the back, since I put the front view at the top of it, it's actually not bad for, you know, landing and crap. So. Speed brakes armed. Finally. It's actually not too bad for the landing, is it? You can see everything going on there, eh?
The lift is here if you want to come up at all.
Yeah, I know. I've just got to land this plane and I'll be right up. Well, actually, if I land the plane, I'll be right down. When you look at it like that.
Maybe I should contact Sydney Tower. Maybe he's controlling Canberra.
I doubt it. I've got a funny feeling that Sydney Tower is not a he, it's a she. Now, I could be wrong, but I've never met many blokes called Abigail.
You got to go to the Prince Hotel on Wednesday night.
Never again. I know, you say that every time.
I know. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Oh, there you go. William just said she's a new controller. William just said she's a new controller. She got a rating 2 days ago. Awesome.
We should divert to Sydney and scare the hell out of her.
No, I can understand. If I just got rated, and it was a milk run in Perth, I think I'd jump in Sydney Tower tonight too, to be honest.
I might be on Hamilton Island.
Well, you probably wouldn't be rated to Hamilton. It's procedural tower there, I think.
Who put cloud in Canberra?
Who removed it? You kidding?
See, my FMC saying drag required. I think it thinks it's Wednesday night.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic to see a bit of female content on VATSIM, that's for sure. Got to promote that.
Absolutely.
Always been lacking, hasn't it? Always been lacking.
Yeah, I just don't know that they have a lot of interest in it, but anyone that does, good on them. And I couldn't get my tower rating.
I did the whole course right up to the practical exam and then just never did it.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Did you do it?
I started to do it and looked at it and shook my head and went, it's so much easier to fly.
Yeah, I'll get back to it one day. I'm sure I will get back to it, no doubt about it. I'm just vectoring myself away from you because you're right on a short final and I'm a bit high anyway.
All right, no worries. Alright, Mr. Faulty, time to go Manuel.
I should put the terrain radar back on, and that's that view. Give everyone a thrill. So landing altitude in Canberra about 1,890 feet by the look at that. Going to chuck a mad Yui here in a minute. About as mad as that.
I'm flying through cloud, looking at your screen, and it looks like I'm turning majorly left, and I was wrong.
You should have been down by now, shouldn't you?
About 6 mile out. The amount of cloud I've got on my screen is horrendous. It's like pea soup.
You can handle it.
I've done worse.
Fukushima springs to mind.
We would never say that word ever again. Runaway in sight.
Holy Fukushima. I look like I'm kissing koalas here at the moment. Looks like it felt like I was going to take out that tower. What is it, Black Mountain, just outside of Canberra?
Yeah, I know Black Mountain very, very well.
Begs the question why you know it that well, but
I had a car with electronic locks on it, and when I went there one day, the interference off the tower made the locks go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So.
Amityville horror style car.
Correct. I wanted to take a girlfriend there a couple of times, but
No, she just wanted to borrow your car. Okay, I'll put the new panic cam on and I'm hand flying from here.
it's a way to do it.
what I'm thinking, I might change that panic cam view now to have maybe just a navigation, like the ND and PFD on the right hand side instead of that, you know, list of followers and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan. What does minimums mean?
Means you're going to be landing if you don't change your mind now. You've only been flying an airliner for 12 years now, you know.
I'll let the other guy handle it.
Okay.
Alright, I'm clear. All yours.
Now you can sit back and relax and watch me muck this up. But I love that new bloody camera angle. I reckon it's a beauty.
Except it's blurry.
Only to you. Should have gone to Specsavers. It's only because you're looking through the bottom of a wine glass at it.
No. Think again. Cask.
No, not the bottle, the glass. Oh, the glass I'm talking about.
Oh, oops. My bad. I can fix that problem if the glass isn't empty.
Yeah, true. Yeah, is it all blurry and sort of looks like it got a red filter on it?
Yeah, that'd make your bloody day, wouldn't it? But no.
Okay, well, we're established on the old localizer. Just grab my landing gear. Keep trimming this thing down. Why it's sort of going so nose up. Probably. Anyway, we're getting there. I love that view actually. I think it really works. I think the top half of that screen, like the view out the front, could be sort of zoomed in a bit more. Make it closer to what I'm saying. That's sort of too far zoomed out. Might fix that today. Because what I'm seeing here and what I'm seeing in the feed, the view on the feed, it just looks too far away. Now to marker,
I'm just going to cross to the other side of the airport to watch you land.
Okay. Go right ahead. You're like a hat. You go right on ahead. Get there eventually. Nah, fucked it. Pretty ordinary, I must say. Pretty ordinary. Not happy, Jan. Not happy, Jan. Well, you win some, you lose some, eh?
Please do remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we have reached our final parking position and the fastened seatbelt signs above you have been switched off. Please leave your cell phone switched off until you have left the
You win some, you lose some, mate. That wasn't that great at all.
captain and the entire crew would like to
Well,
say
practice
thank you
makes...
today
well.
and say goodbye
No,
to
practice
you now.
makes that.
We hope you enjoyed the flight with us, and we wish you a pleasant remaining day, or just in case, a nice onward journey. Thank you once again. Bye bye, take care.
Bye bye, Karen. Okay, we're just going to pull up. I'll shut this down properly so that everything's in the right place. I'll give you a bell, eh?
No worries, my friend. I'll log off and I'll talk to you when you're ready. Bye.
Okay, cheers, mate. Bye. Well, thank you, anybody and everybody who's been watching. It wasn't the best landing in the world, but we are here. We'll be back in about 2 hours from now, almost on the button. 1 3/4 hours anyway. All right, have fun. Talk to you later. We'll be somewhere around Perth.